Good evening, everybody. Oh, I like seeing everybody's faces. Hey, Prakriti, good to see you logging in too.
Sir,
Yes.
I will come my nanny house. There we will, my two sisters, and they will study this class.
Wonderful.
मैम मेरे साथ पढ़ रही है आज.
Cool. Well, I'm right here in your home, right through the internet. So this is wonderful. We all get to be together. Excellent. Well, let's see. I think most of these faces are familiar, but let's all go around and let's everybody introduce themselves. So I'm going to get started. My name is Q. My last name is Kaiser, Q Kaiser, but you can just call me Q or Mr. Q or Sir. All of those work. And I am from Chicago, Illinois in the United States. And let's see, I'm supposed to say what grade I'm in. I'm in 42nd grade, and I am a musician. So that is me. Okay, well, let's see. Arav, could you introduce yourself to the class, please?
My name is Alaf Kumar. I study in PP1. My school name is Narayana School in town. I'm 5-year-old boy. My hobbies are cycling, playing with Avengers, playing with toys, playing with toy trains. Thank you.
Excellent, Arav. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Okay, let's see. Looks like we've got 3 or 4 people over here. We've got Ani, Prisha, Geet, and Jaya.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So, Ani, can you go first? Can you introduce yourself to the class?
Yes, sir. My name is Ani Agarwal. I am studying in 4th A. My school name is Shada Vidya Mandir, and my mother name is Mamta Agarwal. My father name is Santosh Kumar. My little sister name is Prisha Agarwal, and my grandfather name is Brajmohan Agarwal. My grandmother name is Nirmala Devi Agarwal, and my hobby is painting, drawing, dancing, playing, and studying.
Wonderful. Thank you,
I live
Ani.
in Rajasthan. And sir, my sister Geet.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask next. So, Geet, can you introduce yourself to the class?
Yes, sir. My name is Geet Agarwal. I am a girl. My school name is SVM Public School. I live in Jaipur. My hobbies are playing, dancing, study, drawing. I like fruits, vegetable. I study in 2nd class. I am 8 years old. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Geet. And let's see, I see a couple other names that you guys have in the house. Is Jaya around?
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Oh, the anticipation.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Jaya. Can you introduce yourself to the class?
Sir, this is Prisha. Sir, this
Oh,
is
that's Prisha. Hi, Prisha.
And sir, this is Jaya.
Excellent. Okay, so Prisha, can you introduce yourself to the class?
My name is Prisha Agarwal. Prisha Agarwal. I live in Jaipur. I'm My school name is Pride School. My kids camp. My father name is Santosh Agarwal. My father name is Santosh Kumar. My mother name is Mamta Agarwal. My sister name is Ani Agarwal. Thank you.
Thank you, Prisha. That was wonderful. Hi, Jaya. Go ahead. Can you introduce yourself to the group?
My name is Jaya Agarwal. I live in Jaipur. My hobbies are my class is I'm studying in LKG class. My sister name is Geeta Agarwal. My mother name is Manisha Agarwal. My mother name is Manisha Agarwal. My father name is Kishan Agarwal. My grandmother name is Sumitra Agarwal. My grandfather name is Gajanand Agarwal. My grandfather's name is Gajanand Agarwal. I am 4 years old. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaya, very much. That was wonderful. That was awesome. Okay, Jota. Oh, just disappeared off my screen. Shashank. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir.
Excellent. Can you introduce yourself to the group?
KG.
Name. Introduction, no?
Sasank Raj.
My name.
My name is Sasank Raj.
My name.
I'm 4-year-old.
I study.
I study class
Junior KG.
junior KG.
My school.
My school name is KG.
I live.
It Rachi. My
Father.
my father name is Santa Kumari.
Salis.
Salis.
ठीक है. Eye contact.
Salis.
My.
My mama name is Santa Kumari. I am food healthy food and pizza and burger and all healthy food. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. That was wonderful. That was a great introduction. Jyotsna, can you introduce yourself to the group?
Yes. My name is Jyotsna Singh. My mother's name is Soni Kumari. My father's name is Ratnesh Kumar Deepak. I am 5 years old. I am studying in school, Wasingham House School. My name is Prep A. My hobbies are cycling. I like to eat chocolates and burger. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I noticed a theme here. You guys like all the same awful foods that we like in America. That's how you get to be a big fat American. You keep eating like that. Yeah. All right. Excellent. That's wonderful, Jyotsna. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, Arush, can you introduce yourself to the group, please?
Sir, I'm really dark and this is my room.
That's awesome.
My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 3 of my school name is Delhi Public School, Mega City, Kolkata, Rajawat Road. And I'm in class 3 and I'm 8 years old boy. And my favorite hobbies are football, basketball, cycling, and using PC, laptop, computer.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Arush. Thank you, everybody, so much for introducing yourselves to the class. You are so good at your introductions. It's really excellent. Really excellent. Thank you so much. Well, I think it's time to get our voices warmed up now. It's time for a little Thursday, Yellow Thursday. And if you're not sure that you know the words, I think if you pay attention, you might just figure it out. All right, here we go. Thursday, Yellow Thursday. Thursday, Yellow Thursday. Thursday, Yellow Thursday. Thursday, yellow. Now we switch it back around. Yellow Thursday, yellow. Yellow Thursday, yellow. Yellow Thursday, yellow. Yellow Thursday. Now we're gonna mix it up. Thursday, yellow Thursday. Yellow Thursday, yellow. Thursday, yellow Thursday. Yellow Thursday. One more time, keep it going. Thursday, yellow Thursday. Yellow Thursday, yellow. Thursday, yellow Thursday. Yellow Thursday, yellow. Yeah, good job, everybody. Very nice, very nice. All right, now let me share my screen here so I can show you some other lyrics. Veena, Preeti, would it be possible for me to share my screen? We're gonna do a little Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Screen.
We'll be in just a minute. I'll be able to share my screen here. But before that, I need you guys to practice. Thank you very much for letting me share the screen. You guys are going to practice saying "ha ha." Are you ready? It's an important part of the song because we're going to say, "He made the children laugh and play," and right after that we have to say "ha ha, ha ha." Okay.
Ha
All right.
ha.
Yes, yes. Arush, let me hear you say, ha ha.
Ha ha. Ha
Yes. Everybody unmute and let me hear you say, ha ha.
ha.
Excellent. You guys got it. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna get ready for that one. All right. Here's my. Oh, I got it. Click
Mary
that.
had a little मेरे पास भी है.
Well, that
Mary
is.
had a little lamb.
That's right.
मेरे पास है.
Mary had a little lamb, little
Little
lamb,
lamb.
little
Mary
lamb.
Mary
Mary
had a little lamb.
was
Little
white and snow.
Mary
Everywhere that
lamb.
Mary went, everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. He followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. He followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. All right, are you guys ready? Here we go. This is where we got the big ha-ha. It made the children laugh and play. Ha-ha, laugh and play. Ha-ha, laugh and play. It made the children laugh and play. Ha-ha, to see a lamb at school. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, was white as snow.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb.
Wonderful work, everyone. That was wonderful.
Sure. मेरे पास भी गिटार है. Sure.
Look at that. Awesome. You guys absolutely play that guitar right along. Play that guitar.
लाइट भी जलता है.
Yeah.
Good job.
Face like a river.
All right. Now we got a little peace like a river.
Face like
I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul.
in my
I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river.
हटा दे तो ये भी दिख ही रहे ना अपन पर अपन
Good work, everybody. Good work.
म्यूट करते ना उसकी आवाज.
That was outstanding. Okay, now we are going to learn about the violin today. And I bet you guys have all seen a violin before. So a violin is a bowed string instrument that can also be played by plucking the strings. And make sure you guys are paying attention because we're going to have a quiz at the end. Okay, the violin is the smallest and highest of the smallest and highest instrument in the string family. Smallest because you can see it's the teeniest, and highest because it's the highest in pitch. And when we talk about high in pitch is up here where the birds fly.
And low in pitch, that's where the bullfrogs are hanging out down on the ground.
But the birds are way up here, so those are the high notes, and that's where the violin hangs out. A person who plays violin is called a violinist. Violinist. And let's see if you guys can help me count how many strings we've got on the violin here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Violins have 4 strings. And did you know that a violin is also called a fiddle? That's right, it's called a fiddle. It actually comes from a really old word, an instrument that precedes the violin many centuries ago. The violinist's left hand chooses the notes to be played. And you can see the left hand is right here on that violin. And like all bowed string instruments, the violin is usually played with the bow. And you can see this excellent violinist right here. She's got her bow, and she's running that bow across the strings. Violins, in addition to the bow, violins can also be played with the fingers, called pizzicato. Pizzicato, that's a really big word. That's a really big word. I want to hear you guys say pizzicato. So can you guys unmute? And I want to hear you say pizzicato. Go for it. No, it's not. I see you unmuted. Can I hear you say pizzicato?
Yes.
Go for it. Say pizzicato.
Pizzicato.
Perfect. That's perfect. Excellent. Ani, can I hear you say pizzicato? Oh, I think you're going to need to unmute for me to hear you. Maybe. I see that you're saying stuff. Ani, you're going to need to unmute your microphone for us to hear.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Yes, there you go. All right, let me hear you say pizzicato.
What, sir?
Can you say pizzicato? This big word that's right on the screen here.
Pizzicato.
Pizzicato. Yes, very good. Geet, can I hear you say pizzicato?
Pizzicato.
Yes, very good job. Shashin, can I hear you say pizzicato?
Pizzicato.
Very good job. That's a crazy word. You guys remember that word because we're going to have it on the quiz here in just a minute. And that's when we play with our fingers. You can see this person right here with their violin. They are playing pizzicato. Yes, I'm hearing somebody play pizzicato right now. That's awesome. Okay, now let's learn some other parts of the violin. So like all stringed instruments, violin has a headstock, also called a head. And you guys saw this last week when we talked about the violin or about the mandolin. And also, just like the mandolin and other stringed instruments, the violin has a neck, just like we do below our head. And below the neck, we've got the body. That's right, the violin has a body. Oh, looks like I said mandolin, didn't I? Okay, and like all stringed instruments, the violin has tuning pegs and a bridge. And you might have remembered last week with the mandolin that the violin has sound holes that are also called F holes. And they're called F holes. You might even be able to see over on this one here, it kind of looks like a cursive F. And that's why they're called F holes. And if you've read any music and you've seen the forte symbol, that little cursive F, it looks a lot like the F hole. And did you know that the violin as we know it came out of Italy in the 16th century? That's right, came out of Italy, all the way over in Europe. And you can see on the map here, you guys are in India right here. And then Italy is all the way over here in Europe. And if we look closely at Italy, it almost looks like a little boot, doesn't it? A little orange boot right there. Okay, are you guys ready for the quiz? I want everybody unmuted. Everybody unmute. That's right, everybody unmute. And when you know the answers to these questions, I want you to shout them out. I want you to shout them out. All right, I see Jyotsna's got hers unmuted. That's perfect. Ani, Geek, you guys unmute? Looks like they're having some wrestling matches there. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, when you know the answer, all right, when you know the answer, I want you to shout it out. What is this?
Yeah. What is this?
What is this? I want you to holler it out. What's this called?
Violin.
That's right. This is a violin. That's right. It's a violin.
Violin.
That's right. And the violin, as we know it, came out of Italy in what century? Remember what century? Wow. Jyotsna, I can't believe you said it absolutely correct. The violin, as we know it, came out of Italy in the 16th century. Good job. Okay. How many strings are on the violin? Everybody, hold up your fingers to show me how many strings are on a violin. That's right. That's right. 4 strings. Good job.
4.
Okay. What are the sound holes on a violin called? Yes. That's right. The sound holes on a violin are called F holes. Very good job.
4 strings, sir.
That is correct.
2.
All right, so the next question is, what are these on the violin? What are these little things down here? These are the tuning pegs. Tuning pegs are used to tune the strings. Okay. And what part of the violin is this? It's just like I've got up on the top. I'm pointing at right here. Head, that's right. It's the head. We also call it the headstock. You got it. And what's right below the head?
The neck. This is the neck.
That's right, the neck.
So क्या बोलेंगे?
Neck. This is
All right.
this is called body.
That's right, it's the body. The body. Okay, now what do you call, what's the name for someone who plays violin? What do we call somebody who plays
तुम वहाँ देखो
violin?
क्या पूछ रहे हो?
The violin. Sir, violin. The small string of the violinist.
That's right, the violinist. The violinist. Okay. Bowed string instruments like the violin are usually played with what? What is she playing her violin with right here?
The bow.
That's right. The bow. You guys are so fast. My goodness, you are brilliant. Okay, here we go. This is that big crazy word. What's it called when we play the violin with our fingers? Remember, it starts with a P.
Feature, sir.
Pizzicato.
Pizzicato.
That's right, pizzicato, pizzicato. All right, are you ready? It's time for the bonus question. Here we go. The final question. What is another name for the violin? What's another name for the violin?
The string instrument.
It is a stringed instrument, that is correct. But I'm looking for another word, starts with F. The violin is also called a fiddle. Fiddle, that's right. That's right, fiddle. Great job, everybody. Give yourselves a hand. Excellent work, excellent work. I am so proud of you. You all did wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me, having a wonderful time singing along and being great at paying attention and everything. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time.